Hi guys, Infectious here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of my Road to Prestige, this one being episode number 20 of Season 3. Now this is going to be episode number 1 of Season 5 of the Arrow reviews, and I'm going to get straight into it because there's literally more to talk about than the Flash one, just because I just noted stuff down during rewatching the episode instead of after. So yeah, let's get straight into it. But before we do get into the proper review, let me just mention that Chad Coleman was in this episode, which is going to be in a lot of them. If you don't know who that is, he played Tyrese in the first five, or from 1 to 5 seasons. Actually, no, that's a lie. From season 3 to season 5 of The Walking Dead. He plays someone called Tobias Church. He's an evil guy, I suppose. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Oliver just gets late to it. If you remember in the end of season 2, he becomes mayor. He gets late to he's a bit late to try and get to a talk. Sorry, I didn't know what I was trying to say there for a second. I just couldn't word it properly. But yeah, he's late to a talk because he's fighting some, do you know that guy? I don't know his name. Like merchant or something. Something like that. It's the guy with that laser, not laser, that taser. Yeah, he's having a fight with him. He then stabs an arrow through his hand, stops the foot, he puts an arrow which is into a bomb, like 4 bombs, which Felicity can then control from the cave, or the arrow cave, and defuse, pretty much. And then someone called Wild Dog comes out of nowhere to try and defuse the bomb, even though it's already getting worked on by Felicity. Then, yeah, Oliver shoots him with an arrow in the leg. Oliver then goes back to where the police department ball or whatever it was to do that the last little bit of the talk, and he says the police department is corrupt. And then there's a Russia flashback, and in this Russia flashback, he snaps some guy's neck. He then gets tasered and taken away by the person who was like the owner of that fighter, sort of thing. Not slavery, but there's not really a way to word it. That was a very nice shot there, by the way, in the game. Later on in that Russia cutscene, later on in the episode, he speaks, the Russian who's holding Oliver, and Oliver himself speaks about the book he holds, the one with like the names in it from the first couple of seasons. I think it's just the first season actually. And then that guy was about to shoot him in the head, but someone else, Oliver has a Russian friend what pops out of nowhere and stops him. And then, yeah. But the reason why Oliver was in Russia is because he needs to kill some guy, I don't know what his name was, and then his friend, Oliver's friend, or Russian friend, I don't know if he's actually a friend, to help him, and he wants to help find and kill the person Oliver's them to kill. There was another one, but I didn't put something next to it, so yeah, I fucked up. Let me just quickly sift through this. I can't see it, but I do know what it was. Oliver's friend put him into like a circle in a 6v1 situation to see if he's ready enough. This is in the flashback. I still can't see it. Oh my god, I'm blind. Where would I even put this? Oh well, that doesn't matter. Let's just get into the other news real quick then. Not news, the other bit of review. Curtis was a worker for Felicity when she owned the company which used to be Ray Palmer's, which used to be Queen Industries. But he is helping Team Arrow out. Felicity then mentions the new, to Oliver to get a new team, and he just disagrees. He doesn't want one, he wants Thea and Diggle to come back, but they don't. So yeah, that's not good. Star City Police Department has many bad cops. They end up killing 2, just kill 2 people who are creating their own money. And then someone called Tobias Church, which I've mentioned, portrayed by Chad Coleman, the Walking Dead actor before. He comes out of nowhere, and he has a very powerful first appearance. He gets some brass knuckles on and just bashes some guy who thinks they're in charge, but he's not, because he just gets killed instantly. So yeah, get mugged. Quentin Lance is announced to be back in town for a couple of weeks. Not too good. He then tells to Oliver that him and Donna are not actually together anymore. If you don't know who Donna is, that is Felicity's mother. Oliver tries to convince Quentin to come back to join Team Arrow, but he rejects to join on the first asking. He then mentions to Quentin about the ceremony of the Black Canary. So yeah, that's not too bad, to be honest. Felicity then mentions the new team again, And then it also in that segment it says 5 months. So it mentions 5 months since the team broke, so that must mean 5 months since the second season, which is a bit odd because then that's 5 months from the beginning of the from the end of season 2, but the Flash is only 3 months. Well, it was 3 months. So yeah, but then Flash goes back to the ordinary timeline, so Flash isn't actually that far ahead at all now. It's actually still in the same time. Yeah, that's weird. Curtis then scouts out a location that Felicity got. Tobias was fishing for the Green Arrow as well, if you don't know what that means, in a way of the thing. He gets a couple of hostages to try and, or he mentions that he needs to fish out the Green Arrow, so he's going to get hostages to get that fishing going, to be honest. So, ceremony of Laurel's canary gets attacked by Tobias's men. People get shot, like police officers and shit. Then he kidnaps people, including Oliver, which he only knows is the mayor. So yeah, the ceremony was a statue of the Black Canary, or Laurel, like in her suit. So Thea and Quentin go to the Arrow Cave to get one last fight of what they were. So yeah, Oliver almost gets, I've already mentioned that bit, sorry. One of the bad cops from when Oliver gets attacked. So when Oliver gets kidnapped, one of the bad cops, they look like Tommy Merlin. If you don't know who that was, that's in that was in season 1. It was Oliver's best friend. Yeah, it looks like Tommy Merlin, which was portrayed by Colin Donnelly, I think. So yeah, he only gets killed anyway by Oliver. Snaps his neck. Where are we now? Oliver calls Dig on the phone, but gets put to voicemail. So yeah, rip Diggle. He's not dead though, don't worry about that, he's not dead. Old school police force trained by Quentin and Lance is to help Oliver kill Tobias, or help Oliver secure their city, I should say. So yeah, Laurel's, and it also goes to a flashback again for Laurel's death message while she was in the hospital after getting stabbed by Damien Dark by that arrow. Her last message to Oliver was to not let her be the last canary, so she wants more canaries to be out there so she's not alone anymore. Oliver promised that. So Felicity gets jealous that Quentin's team gets to help Oliver, but her constantly mentioning the team doesn't. Yeah, so yeah, not too good. Quentin's team and Oliver end up going to the position where the others were still kidnapped, so to have a fight with Tobias and his army. Oliver and Tobias then actually have a fight, but Tobias does end up escaping into a helicopter. Not too good at all. Green Arrow then attaches or shoots an arrow into the bottom of the helicopter to attach himself to it. He does beat some people up in the helicopter, but then he gets kicked out. I think Tobias kicked him out. But he then has an arrow which transforms into a parachute, which is fucking odd, but bloody cool as well. Oliver then announces the new anti-crime unit of Quentin's team, which will report directly to him. Then Tobias calls out Green Arrow that he just can't be stopped to his army, so he needs more help, to be honest. Ranai Ramirez is the name mentioned, that is Wild Dog, and then Curtis does return back to the Arrow Cave, and then he wants to get recruited to the team, or the new team. Oliver says yes. Diggle then Skype calls him and says the new team is needed. Felicity then has a new relationship at the end, and the end scene is some random guy gets attacked by like some guy in a suit which has arrows, knife throws and shit. I'm just gonna call him Archer because I don't know who he is. But that's gonna do it for the video. I actually went through that super quick because look at the time of the video now, we've got like 10 seconds left. So if you did enjoy it, leave a like, comment and subscribe for the next week, and I will see you then. Thank you for watching and goodbye.